Okay, I'm re-recording this because my last recording is the link did not work and I cannot locate the original file. So this is a new YouTube video that I'm uploading for our assignment, which was to spatially analyze a disaster recovery for a rural town based on census tracts. So the data that I chose was the Robertson County census tracts because I chose Springfield, Tennessee as my town. I also used the Tennessee GIS website boundary files for my city boundary files. And for both of those, I had to combine them to make my base layer. And then here's an example of the airport. This is a aerial photo of the airport in Springfield, Tennessee. And this is the hometown that I grew up in. And so once I got my two base layers, I had to actually go to the processing toolbox in QGIS. Here you'll see all of my layers turned on. But to get to the processing toolbox, you go up here to processing toolbox. And I had to fix the geometry on one of my layers when I first started. A lot of things you can find over here in the search, so I just did fix geometry here and it automatically comes up. But that was an issue I ran across. But once I got those combined together, I had my base file and I chose to use the road network. You'll see in orange that it extends out past the city here because I wanted a larger road network than I did all the features. That way, if we needed help outside of Springfield, we could locate at least the roads was a starting point. Now, for my layers for the features, I went to the plugin for the OpenStreetMap, and I used Robertson County again for the road network. And then I used here, I pulled a few other little things, like you'll see in red, that's going to be your power lines, and in blue, that's going to be your water line, things like that. But once I did that, then let me show you the PowerPoint here and catch up here. Okay, I had an interview in the city department with Gerald Lee, and he showed me this map of the 2009 tornado, which was very interesting and it inspired my map. However, I did not get the exact results. I like how they had each section in categories, but it was possibly a way longer tornado, but I would still like to know how they did that part there. This is what my base layer looks like before I clipped it, and you'll see the census tracts are overlapping the Robertson County, and you can see that I was using this shapefile so that I would have census tracts covering Robertson County there. And I eventually got it down to Springfield, but this is just the first thing I started with. Sorry about my slow computer here. Okay, let's go back. All right, so the tornado data is what I wanted to show you here. You'll see it says it's an EF1, and that was the part that I couldn't figure out. It was an EF2, so it's showing sections of I guess you might can see it. There's the EF2 in the center. So it does show, at least got it to say the different sections. I just wanted it to appear differently there. But I did choose, I had two different tornadoes I could choose from. They hit this area. The first one, these are some facts I learned while working on my project, was in 1970. It was an EF4 that was 42.6 miles long. There were 85 people injured and 3 fatalities. And I chose not to do that one because my father knew from firsthand experience that the map that I had plotted was off. So I didn't want it to be accurate, and I'm not sure exactly why that happened, but I used the 2023. There were no fatalities in that one. It was an EF2, and it was 6 miles long. But I learned all that from the attribute tables of when you right click on the tornado here, and it will show you that information. I'm sorry, my tornado is this data, or DAT, damage, poly. Okay. This here was just showing more of my boundary files. I don't know why okay. We're going to skip that. This is the city one. This is more easier for me to explain to you. This is the city and this is the county. This is when I clipped the census tracts for the county to Springfield. So in yellow is all that I wanted because I had no use for these. And this shows the actual with the actual labels on it. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention was that I used the land use map for Robertson County and I had to clip that to Springfield as well. I'm going to have to pause this for 1 second. I will be right back with you.